Hello, and welcome to another update video on the Ethereum chart. I am here on the daily time frame, and the daily time frame still allows for further upside continuation. This is just a scenario we definitely need to keep in mind, that we are possibly just in a fourth wave at the moment, which might stretch out a little bit more. Yeah, we see a little bit of upside today, but that's not really affecting Ethereum so much. I mean, if you look at this, I mean, Ethereum 0.19% to the upside. It is fairly it's fairly weak what we are seeing here so far, but some other coins are performing better today. Not a massive surprise. I only posted yesterday on X, Twitter, that Ethereum has started a pullback on Ethereum dominance. So you find those charts here on X if you want to follow us there. The link is in the description and also in the comment section. I posted here that against Ethereum, the altcoin market looks like it may have carved out a local low. Yeah, because market cap ETH dominance has topped locally in August. And then September is often not the greatest month for Ethereum, so we start to see a bit of a pullback here. And then also the same shows when we compare total 3. So let's say the altcoin market cap compared to Ethereum, we have a small bounce. And that kind of is exactly, explaining why we today see some weakness. In Ethereum, it's because altcoins and even Bitcoin are performing better based on these indicators. It's just an explanation. It shows us that part of the cycle, essentially. It often happens that at some point Ethereum obviously has to start, like on the Ethereum dominance chart, it has to start some kind of a pullback, especially if we consider this as an Elliott wave structure, Ethereum dominance. You see this wave 3, circle wave 3, already has 5 waves up. So a pullback is not unexpected, at least not unusual. Now, and that takes us back to the USD chart. Here we're holding above Fibonacci support, which is between $3,374 and $4,060. I think we might see some further sideways action, maybe more downside, but as explained in previous videos, I would prefer if the price could actually hold above $4,050. That's this green line. It's a previous breakout point, because if we can do that, that would add further weight to the bullish thesis here and the idea of one more high, just because holding that key pivot would be a sign of strength. We have Fibonacci support here between $3,374 and $4,060. That's standard Fibonacci support. We are holding above it at the moment. Any further upside from here would be seen as a fifth wave to the upside, and that would be wave 5 of CO5. But there is no sign at this point that wave 4 is bottomed. But if we see any micro 5 wave move up, then this would be a sign that wave 5 has started. So I'm looking for higher prices, just cannot identify yet a local confirmation for that. Technically, the chart has done what it needs to do in this wave 4. Don't get me wrong. But there's simply no sign that the bulls have started to take the lead. We also have here this ascending trend line and 2 moving averages, the 200-day moving averages, that are moving towards this support area, so they could provide further support going forward. Looking at the shorter time frame for ETH short-term chart, unfortunately, there isn't really too much to do here at the moment, right? There is a bearish case, short-term bearish, for direct downside continuation in this white scenario. That just shows us. I'm not convinced about that. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I'm not convinced at all that we're starting this decline here. But bottom line is, as long as we stay below the green line, there is absolutely no sign of an upside breakout. So we're kind of in the middle of a range here right now. Yeah, maybe rather in the lower half. From a risk management point of view, it absolutely makes sense to consider that we might follow here a path lower, at least be prepared for it, because this is not yet a clear bottoming structure. What might happen is an extension of this triangle in the blue scenario, which means if we now see some further upside and a break above the green line there at $4,500, I would consider this as part of the D wave of the triangle. And then we can get an E wave down. So that gives us a broader ABCDE structure in wave 4 in the blue scenario, before we then go higher, instead of really getting that deep pullback. I mean, more bullish is the triangle. More bullish is the triangle. So, but to confirm that further, we need a break above $4,500. Overall, not too much going on here at the moment. If we get below $4,211 support, that is the first step to confirming that we are following a more direct route down. But then bear in mind, the area around $4,050 to $4,100 can act as key support level there. It did already here in August. Yeah, so far, not much going on there on the micro level, but I keep tracking it for you guys. You will hear it here if there is any change. I'll keep you updated. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, I invite you to join us on X for additional updates, charts, news, and much more. Again, the link is in the description and in the comment section. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.